Let's talk about it. Today, what is on my mind are lots of things, per usual. The thought of just doing things. It sounds really kind of silly, but sometimes it is difficult to just start something. We can think about things forever. Until the end of time, we can think about things that we would like to do, or things that we'd like to try, or things that we'd like to learn. And we could think until, the end of time. And think about it, and never actually take any sort of step to do the things. I have overthought and thought about so many different ideas in my life and haven't taken a single step towards a lot of them. And they're just in my mind still, and I go back and I think about them often, and there are lots in there, ideas. I have so many, and that's, I think, kind of why I get a little bit overwhelmed with the starting thing, because I have so many and I don't know which one to pick. But with that being said, for a lot of us, or at least me, I didn't start on half those things because I was afraid of looking like a dummy. Or sounding like a dummy, or being worried about what others would think, or what others would say, what others would whatever, fill in the blank. Especially when it's like, and I'm talking about things where you're putting yourself out there and you're kind of being vulnerable about things. That's what I'm talking about. Not, hobbies or things like that, but just trying something new or learning something and knowing that you're gonna, put yourself out there and kind of be a little bit vulnerable and kind of exposed. Just thinking about it today, kind of like with this, with videos and how things are kind of right now in the world with Zoom calls and video conferencing and doing everything where you're instantly going to be viewed and looked at and kind of vulnerable and exposed to, how you look, and you kind of have to be in your own skin because you can't really change it. Kind of gets me thinking as well. Another part of that is the fear that a lot of us have with doing anything that has to do with showing our face and being who we are and being in our own skin and talking and hearing our own voice possibly played back to us that we may not enjoy hearing. I've heard that from a lot of people, that they just hate the sound of their own voice. And it's kind of sad. It's like, the only one we have is the one we're born with. But with that, how long does it take us to really accept a lot of the different parts of who we are and really like them and enjoy them? For me, it's taken a long time to accept certain different parts of who I am, my being. So many different things, and it has to do with appearance-wise. That's such a big deal for a lot of people that, their appearance, they don't really like them or what they're looking at or what they're working with. And that's a whole other different animal. What I kind of thought about again today is, we could die in 5 seconds. What we're working with is what we're working with. How long does it take for an adult or a person to accept things about themselves? A long time. I know people that are way older than me that have not even accepted or liked or enjoyed anything about themselves. It's kind of sad. It's like how long, what kind of lessons do we need to have? What do we need to go through in order to care about ourselves and how we are and how we were made? What do we have to experience? What does somebody have to say to us? What do we have to read? Or what kind of education do we have to really understand the self-love part of everything? I think one interesting thing that I think about, the fact that some people are gonna absolutely listen to my voice and love it and think it's the most amazing, beautiful, angelic voice on planet Earth. Okay? And some people, on the other hand, are going to hear my voice and they're going to want to scratch their eyes out because they don't like it. And they don't like the tone, or they're not going to like the way my nose moves because it reminds them of an ex-girlfriend's nose that they don't like anymore. Or they're going to look at my face and just get annoyed with my face because it's my face and they don't like something about it. Or somebody's gonna look at it and be like, wow, that's a beautiful face you got. It's funny how we worry about how others are going to receive us. Like myself, I've spent a lot of years. I still kind of go back every once in a while. I know it's human nature for us to care about our appearance, but you really got to think about it. You either say the things that are in your heart and you say the things that are important. You do the things that you want to do and want to try and want to be vulnerable with. And you do these things and you get practice. You know, I guess the bigger question is, which I've wrote in something before, the bigger question is, how long do you think you have to live? How long do you think you have on this earth? Okay, nobody knows that. And it would be so sad if there is so many beautiful, amazing dreams and ideas and love and encouraging things that just live within you and nobody ever gets to hear them or receive them from you. You have to be reminded that how you are right now, today, is imperfectly perfect and beautiful and wonderful. And you may not have tomorrow. With whatever you're working with today, amazing. Imagine something happening tomorrow where it changes everything. It changes your physical appearance, your spirit. It changes everything that you were today. You know, and we don't know that that stuff is going to happen. And it's just a reminder for myself to do the things and say the things and be exactly who you are and share the voice that you have, and make sure, you know, when you open your pretty little mouth, make sure you got something good to say and use it for good. These are just thoughts for today of our limited time and our accepting how we are and who we are in this moment today, because really tomorrow may not come. You just have to be reminded of these things. And I'm reminding you, use your voice today. Be proud of your face. Be happy with what you are putting out there. Be present. Be you. Just share yourself with other people and be so proud of it, and don't look back at it and don't regret it. Don't change anything. Just be present and do things. Do all the things and try all the things and get on all those Zoom calls. Get on all the video calls, and don't hide yourself from all that stuff. Have confidence in who you are today. You're amazing. I'm amazing. Life is amazing. Your voice is amazing. It's angelic. It's angelic. Use it. Say the things. All of them. We're good. We're gonna make it.